On the topic of TNA, right now we're seeing this partnership with WWE and TNA happening. And I'd love to hear if you have any thoughts on it. And when you were with TNA, were there any whispers of anything like this happening?
No, no, because like that was, I mean, what did TNA formed in 2002? I mean, I started there in 2007. So it was, I mean, to my knowledge, WWE and TNA were not trying to be friends at all. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, and we were doing really good on Spike TV. We were getting like 1.5 million viewers, on our show. And like then The Ultimate Fighter was coming on after us. So I do believe they liked the gimmick and tried to recreate once or twice with their own people. Which was cool. Obviously, because I mean, they were obviously watching and paying attention and liked what we were doing. So yeah, so it's very interesting doing that now. I think it's just like, man, like sure, like companies can compete against each other, for 20 years, but like at some point it's like, I don't know, man, like wouldn't it be cool if like that's how you get buzz, that's how you get new news stories and people like really paying attention and going like, "Oh my gosh, like somebody from this show just did a run in on the main event in a totally
Yeah.
other company." You know what I mean? Like that's a really big deal thing. It's a really good way to get headlines, and I'm sure it's very exciting for all the talent too.
No, absolutely. I don't know if you caught at the Royal Rumble when Jordan Grace came out, or the year before where they announced Mickey James, but still, like that shock value of having, like you said, someone from another company come out is it really it adds a whole new layer.
It does for sure. And it's just like I said, over time you just kind of gotta dip your toes in that water and just see how it goes. And everybody, especially on social media, thinks that stuff is such a big deal. So, might as well give it to them sometimes.
No, right. Give them what they're asking for. Well, fodder for you as someone on the rise right now. What is that partnership? What do you think of that? And also, just the landscape of wrestling right now overall. I feel like it's on fire.
Yeah, I mean, wrestling's totally on fire. I think wrestling's more popular now than it's ever been before.
I agree.
The only difference between now and like the late 90s is just like there's so many more ways to consume the wrestling now.
Mhm.
When I grew up watching wrestling, the only way you could consume it was to watch it on Monday nights or watch it on Tuesday nights. I believe
Tape
SmackDown
tape it.
used to come on Tuesday nights,
Yeah.
didn't it? Um,
Yeah, good.
and VHS record it, right? If you couldn't watch it. Um, and that's when the ratings were just like, I mean, like super through the roof all the time. And but also now, there's so many avenues to make a living from wrestling without being signed to a major company.
Yeah.
So I think with the amount of like indies that are out there and with the amount of exposure you can get simply by just promoting yourself on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and just all these various ways to promote yourself. Um, Wrestling's on fire more than ever. And, partnerships are always good, man, to be able to cross over. That's why the indies are so good, dude, because like you can get all kinds of matchups done on the indies that you can't get done at TV because guys are working for different companies. And, when companies start working together and people start crossing over and doing that type of deal, like Lauren said, it generates the buzz needed to get you the headlines and to get you more viewers watching your TV show.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.